continue on for us as we go in towards the upper left-hand side. It is going to be our red Zerg player from Team Liquid. It is Snute. And to the bottom right-hand side, our purple Zerg player from Storm Gaming. It is Zanster. If you're enjoying the stream today, guys, do not forget you can hit that follow button to see when I'm going live again in the future. We'd love to have you guys following and seeing us when we're live and so on. I obviously was not here for the last week or so as I was away at an offline event, but over the next few days I'm obviously here, and over the next few weeks I'm kind of here. I have a UK LAN on in kind of a couple of weeks, but other than that, we're just going to be here casting a whole bunch of StarCraft 2 for you guys day after day after day, so that's going to be the way this goes. That's going to be the way this goes, so yeah, kind of excited to see how this how it plays out and all the different bits and pieces we can kind of get into and so on. So looking forward to all of that, and so on and so on. Yes, guys, I know the soccer's still there. I was just about to remove it. It is Snute versus Zanster. Thanks for keeping me in line. It's good stuff. You guys have a very good Twitch chat. You keep me up to date. You let me know what I'm going to do. I like it. I like it. I can get behind that. But yeah, I'm going to be here for pretty much the entire month, more or less. I'll be away like a few days, but nothing major, like not an entire week like I just was. The next time I go away will be towards BlizzCon, obviously, for BlizzCon, which I've been fundraising money for, etc. So that's all going on, that's all happening, etc., etc., etc. So with that said, yes, I'm going to be here pretty much all the time. So hit that follow button if you want to see when I'm going live. UK LAN where? Epic LAN in Kettering in about 2 weeks. It starts on Thursday the 12th of October. If it's not that date, then it's the date around the 12th of October. That's a Thursday. It's the first day, and then you can find out more at epiclan.co.uk. I think player tickets are sold out, but you can join a waiting list. But observer tickets or spectating tickets are not sold out, so not really one of the events that's kind of super awesome to go and spectate, because there isn't really like stuff to really watch or anything. But if you want to just hang out with the players and meet some of the UK guys, you can maybe check it out. Just gonna set up in towards this and yeah, and see how this is going. Continue going towards the early stages of this ZvZ. We haven't talked too much about it, just talking about some of the bits and pieces, but yeah, going to be a Baneling nest coming down from both players here. A couple more Zerglings on the way up from Zanster. And that Ling Speed is on the way up from both too. Both going into a third hatchery. And really very minor differences here so far in the early stages of game number 1. So very minor differences so far. We're just going to be seeing some drones on the way up here over on the natural expansion. So setting up in towards that. Just going to be seeing the another Overlord on the way out. The Zergling or two are going to be popping as well in the main base shortly. And again, these few Zerglings just continuing over to the right side to see what else they can do in the next few moments. See, Snute's going to be playing a little bit better now. Against DNS, he really just fell apart 2 games in a row. Nothing really seemed to add up and make sense. He's spouting out a lot of Zerglings at the moment, looking to get quite aggressive towards this third hatchery of his opponent in the next few moments. Sends him off in a couple of Banes defensively. He's already got 2 up as well. Obviously, the Ling Bane phase of this game is very aggressive and very heavily dependent on micro. As we're going to be seeing, ooh, 1 Bane here getting caught. All 3 Zerglings like Dolphin obviously go down pretty quickly though. And I'm going to be seeing these Banes trying to see what they can try and do, but 1 going down already. Good target fire, and he's going to try and hit a second. Gets 2 for 2 there. The screen's still target firing, and he will lose another. And Snute so far just losing Banelings without really gaining much for it. He'll continue to run on past and go all the way up in towards the main base. Just try and do a little bit more as well. Some Zerglings going to pull back down towards the lower right-hand side. And Baneling goes off. Doesn't really do much at all. And that will be about it. I think he killed a lava or so, which is kind of nice. Snute, a little bit messy. Runs into that Baneling and loses out on it just almost immediately. As you can see, those Lingers full surround. And 2 Morphing Banelings do get taken down here. What's up, Stigvatland, my man, coming in for the 10-month resub. How's it going, dude? Thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you for the 10 months. Get some Wardy hearts in the chat, please. For a 10-month resub. Zergling's coming in here from Snute, starting to get a little bit of a surround on his opponent's attacking Lings. Loses out on the Queen, though. Zanster's counter-attack doing a good job. Snute's defense was actually not really one of the best defenses. You know, he really did end up losing quite a lot of units without really getting much out of it at all. And again, right now, Zanster is trading 1 link at a time for 1 Baneling, and that's very efficient as well. We are playing on the N8 Central server here, guys. Which means that Snute and Zanster will have pretty much even ping, kind of like 150 to 140 or something along those lines at worst. N8 Central's, for most players, very fair. Maybe Zanster has a very good connection to Central. Some players have that where they have kind of 100 ping. But, you know, you can't look at the game, you know, the pings today and be like, oh, well, Snute is so far behind in ping. Like, it's not really like Korea to Europe, which is where it really becomes a bit of a larger issue. I would imagine, I mean, obviously ping is going to have some effect, but... Anyways, see something still moving around here. Roach is moving around from Snute. Snute, by the way, he's kind of just cut drones, right? He's cut drones, he didn't go +1 missiles. He's looking for a big attack to end this game in the next few moments. However, is he going to find it? Because, well, I mean, already Zanster's going to be coming up here with the +1. That's going to be finishing really soon. Snute's really delayed this attack. Or, not necessarily delayed, but this attack from Snute is not coming in super quickly. And if he attacks when +1 is done, that's just such a huge advantage for Zanster. And honestly, I don't see him hitting before it. The countdown's already ticking away on the right-hand side. I'm just going to see the Roaches and Ravages setting up and going to start pushing on in. And just going to be seeing the, well, Banes rolling forward. Snute, though. His Banes were not in a good position to begin with. And they all got blown up, clumped up against the Banes of his opponent. He's hoping that the Baneling splash damage that he has here is maybe enough to help him push through. But with +1 attack upgrade, closer reinforcements, just more units in general, Zanster is going to be able to push Snute back, and obviously again from here, he's going to be looking pretty good with the lair. Does he have a lair up in speed? I think he does, so Snute can't even run away with these last few units, and that's going to be GG, and that's going to be Zanster taking times uses, just to kind of build up to Home Story Cup, which happens in 1 month's time. Home Story Cup qualifies next week, Home Story Cup in a month and a week or so. What a lot of great StarCraft 2 we have to look forward to. Very exciting times here as we have to the bottom right-hand side from Team Liquid, the Red Zerg player. It is Snute. Top left, the purple Zerg from Storm Gaming. Give it up, guys, if you're cheering on Zanster. So setting up into game 2 of this. As you do see this Overlord moving out in towards the center of the map. Hatchery comes down on the natural expansion, and we're just going to be seeing the hatchery first from both, so nothing too cheesy or super crazy ultra early in the game. Obviously a lot of opportunities and possibilities still remain. You can play very aggressive off of hatch gas pool. You can even play off of kind of 17 workers on hatch gas pool if you really want to. So eyes are open to see what the choices will be. Snute with the ever so slightly faster gas. Pools come down at the same time though. And now extra drones just on the way up as well, still mirroring each other more or less as we continue to set up into this. Catalina, our octopus-based map. Quite a controversial map when it came back into the map pool. Obviously, we originally had Frost being brought back in, and everyone was like, "God damn it, Frost again! Blizzard, why would you do this to us?" So Blizzard were like, "Well, okay, you guys want to complain? We'll show you guys we listen. Let's throw in Catalina. Piss you guys off even more." Now you'll learn to shut up, right? Now you guys will learn to just deal with it. Why is it called a natural? Well, Amitsky has pretty much the perfect answer. Natural progression of bases. I mean, it's just the base you, even more simply put, I guess it's the base you just naturally take next. Right? It's the natural base to take as your first expansion of the game. And so it's kind of the natural expansion. You know, it wouldn't really make sense to expand up here, because it's just not natural when you could expand here because it's much safer, you know? So yeah, it's just the first base you naturally expand to. I mean, there's a few different ways of describing it. It all has the same sort of effect in the end. Except Karen coming in for the 20-month resub, saying sub 20. Dude, I promise the sub tournament is coming. I just can't schedule anything yet because I've been trying to sleep / chill / I just haven't really had the chance to schedule anything since I came back home. I don't even have a plan right now for Monday streams onwards, so that's something I have to try and figure out hopefully sooner rather than later. Hatchery's going to get cancelled here. Actually a kill. You know, I really feel something is up with Snute right now. Like, maybe he's jet lagged, something like that. Like, I don't like to make excuses, but there's certain mistakes you don't expect someone like Snute to make, and not cancelling your third hatchery is one of those. Something's definitely going a little bit incorrectly for him right now, as we're going to be seeing those lings coming back towards the upper left-hand side. More lings coming across from Snute here. They're going to be looking to see which way they can go. I guess he's going to jump on the third hatchery, so he's going to go for that right away. Third hatch taking some damage. There's some lings here from Zanster coming to try and stop this. Again, just losing the third hatch though. 300 minerals down the drain. No refund on that without the cancel. And now Snute just can't really do much else with this. As you can see, these couple of Banes coming on in. And again, another Zergling. Going to come on through here and get taken down. Thing is going to surround once again though. And again, that hatchery is going to get taken down in a couple of moments. So he actually is going to get the hatchery. It is going to be a kill here because he lets it finish. So, let's see the hatch getting low. It actually doesn't go down. Meanwhile, he actually hits some drones in the natural. 7 workers down. Snute on his way back into this game all of a sudden. Almost out of nowhere. That single Baneling will... Oh, not finish up. It was only going to kill one Ling anyway. Maybe better to get the gas back to morph in another Baneling anyways. There is 2 more Banes against Snute. Doing some good damage here. Banes up the ramp. And he's going to be seeing these couple of Banelings from Zanster. Looking to see what they can do as well. One more Baneling just morphing in out the side. And again, Snute just going to jump on towards that hatchery. Keeps it cancelled. His own third hatch is up and running back at home. Still down by a single worker or so, but he is starting to drone as well. As well as Zanster now. Starting to saturate his full tier base. It's kind of funny because at this stage of the game, the third base is just for kind of preparation of drones. And for some extra lava, more so than actually being something which you really need to have fully to saturate. Because you don't even have your natural expansion at this stage of the game fully saturated. So... losing the third hatch is painful, but not game ending just yet for Zanster. If I could actually say actually less than I actually do, that would be great. Well, actually, that's kind of difficult, because it's actually one of the best words in my vocabulary. Okay, yeah, I'll try and stop. Sorry, guys. I'm a bit tired today, so I know my casting's going to be a little bit off and a little bit weird. It's going to be some repeated words and stuff like that. Definitely not going to be my A game, but no way we're going to leave you guys without an English cast for Penthouse Party number 3, as we do see Lair Roach Rowan and +1 missiles all coming through here. Zanster setting up once again into this setup, which is very much so focused on hitting +1 and playing the macro Roach game. Maybe +1 Roach speed time end would work, but Snute is once again going similar to the last game. Straight into Roaches, straight into units. He's not going to mess around wasting time building into... you know, Evo Chambers, Lairs, and all of this tech choice. No, he's going to go straight in towards a big all-in based push once again here very soon. He's going to be starting to push forwards very shortly, and Zanster will see this now. So he'll go into his own unit production. Now he's only 7 workers ahead and 20 army supply to catch up on. The problem for Zanster is his investment into +1 and roach speed. That's not going to become valuable for quite a while. To the point where maybe it's even worth him cancelling this. We'll see if he can hold on. If he cancelled those upgrades, then he might be able to kind of afford a couple of these bits and pieces. As soon as a couple of Ravagers leading the charge, will start to pull back here though. Baneling's not sure where they want to go off on just yet. Now some Banes from Snute will get some really good connections. That's kind of huge here right away. And Snute with those Ravagers in the back, the extra DPS they give, well, this is already going very well for him. And again, you know, Zanster, he wants to try and keep that +1 going so he has a good advantage in the follow-up. But maybe this just was one of those situations when you need those extra few Roaches out, because you haven't had a massive eco lead to try and help out against this. And Snute with too much right here. He had a good engagement as well, some good damage dealt here and there. And this is going to be Queen going down, some drones getting, or Roaches getting cancelled as they try to come up. Snute in a very aggressively sound position now, pushing forwards for victory in game 2 to tie the series up. 1 game apiece. There's your GG. Snute ties it up 1-1 right now in this best of 3. And just, what's up, Darius? How you doing, mate? I didn't even say happy birthday to you. Why would I sub to you? Do you really want me to say happy birthday? Is that your son? When was your birthday? Like a day ago? Dude, I was like traveling, right? Was it yesterday? Was it the day before yesterday? Do you even remember when your birthday was? I know it was in the last 2 or 3 days. Oh well, I'm a terrible person, what can I say? Top left hand side here, we are starting with our red Zerg player from Team Liquid. It is Snute. He's going to open pool into hatchery. What a choice against the 12 pool of our purple Zerg. Bottom right hand side, Psystorm Gaming's Zanster. What an opening this becomes right from the get-go here for Snute. He's going to be able to get Lings up defensively, and this will naturally put Snute into an advantage in the early stages. So setting up into this, getting ready to go. I'm going to see this hatchery dropping down, and the Zerglings are going to start pushing out in towards the center of the map. Zanster here opening with some heavy aggression, but Snute sees it now, and he's already making 6 Zerglings. Which is obviously just going to mean that now he makes some more. And Snute will just naturally sit 3 workers ahead, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you consider that 3 workers is like 20% of Snute's current economy, it's 25% of Zanster's, it's a lot. You know, it makes a big difference here. And as you just see those Lings moving around. Snute will come in and fight this. He's happy to fight this, right? Because he's got the Lings already arriving for himself to help the numbers. The Mega actually goes a little bit in favor of Zanster here. Another Ling coming down the ramp, but the Queen is here as well. And as the Queen comes in as well, it's obviously going to be something which will help to push those Lings back very easily. So Devil Cry X coming in with the 22-month resub. 2 more to go. Indeed, until that 2-year. Crazy stuff, dude. Thank you so much for all the support. Get some Wardy Hearts in the chat, please, for Devil Cry X and the 22 months of love. Queen and Ling's going to fight here once again. Some drones pulled on in too. Continue to have a little bit of a skirmish right now. And we are going to see those Lings all getting cleaned on out. So that done. That is over. We're in this position where Snute will have Ling speed. The worker count has caught up a little bit from Zanster. But you do still have Ling speed coming in from Snute, and he's still mining some gas here. So the opportunity for Banelin Nest and maybe full out aggression against what is a gasless play to follow up the 12 pool. Let's see if Snute can take advantage of that. His 50 gas is about to be mined, so if he wants to throw down a Bane Nest, now would be the time to do it. He is making more Zerglings, so it looks like he wants to try and do something aggressive here. But again, does he utilize the Bane Nest or just pure Zerglings for now? Currently, Zanster does not have a wall off, although I'm sure it is going to be one of his priorities, especially as the creep just pushes a little further out. That Roach Roar and Double Evo cannot come soon enough to help him against what is about to be one heck of a flood of Zerglings. And speed finishing in 10 seconds time. And Zanster will generally know that's when his opponent's Ling speed will be finishing, so he generally knows, you know, to start building that wall around about now to make sure that he's just going to be here in time. Snute, Ling is getting ready to move on the map. Going to go into drones behind this. He has given up a bit of a worker lead for this so far. And will be still behind those workers if he doesn't do any damage with this now, as the Queen's will big prayer, because Zanster has seen this with the Overlord. Another Evo Chamber going to come on into play. This Evo Chamber here actually has quite a lot of surface area on it, but it takes quite a while to break through the Evo Chamber. Has a lot of health, so it's going to start working his way through this one instead. Queen going to help to complete the wall here. The Spore Crawler going to be causing a little bit of issue as well. Look, there's a transfuse on the Queen in the back. This Queen is actually one with a transfuse though, so it's a little bit of a shame. That's one of the ones that's in the front. 8 Lings on the way as well, as we are going to see Lings now breaking through. Surround on this Queen in the natural. And this is where things become a bit more troubling for Zanster. Surround on the Queen on the ramp as well. And damage being done all over the place. Roaches on the way out. But if you have Roaches in kind of too low a number against Zerglings, they will end up kind of just getting picked off 1 or 2 at a time. And that could be what Snute heads in towards right now. Going to try and get this Queen as well. It's going to be very close. Doesn't quite get the kill on it. As Zanster starts up +1 missile attack, but well, Snute, he's just killed off every single Queen. Lava into production injection is going to be an issue now because he doesn't have any Queens on the map, and so Zanster, that might be something he struggles in. Snute on a higher worker count is going to start making Roaches ravage a Queen, and whether that's just to defend this follow-up attack from Zanster, or whether he's actually aiming to use this aggressively, I guess we'll figure that out in a moment or two as we see those Zerglings going to be moving forwards here. Getting ready to keep on being aggressive. Gets rid of the third hatchery at least, which is something nice. Snute now chasing these units down though. Lair on the way in an Evo. He'll be so far behind the +1 upgrade though, and that is something which will generally kind of hurt you. See how this works out. A few more roaches coming down the right side, and we are going to see these rockets being targeted. Obviously, Zanster just wanting to buy time against any potential attack from Snute. And those Snute going to be so far behind the +1. It is kind of crazy how far behind he's going to be in that. And there's just going to be seeing the process bar just getting rid of another Overlord up in the sky. This is nice. I mean, Snute taking the map control of 4 Ravages obviously can get rid of a bunch of these Overlord so far is going to be seen coming over to the left. You're actually going to see this Overlord here from Zanster going to be obviously already dodging away actually quite nicely. That was not the best set of Ravager battles. But there's going to be more opportunities here, and Zanster has to try and keep up with this Overlord. He does pull away. Not in time though. And Zanster hitting a little bit of a supply block. +2 missile starts up for him right away, so not only does he have a +1 attack timing now, which he can't really utilize because of the lack of road speed, but he will have a large +2 attack timing. Some of the things Snute might try and aim for to help with that. Maybe get an Overseer up and look to contaminate the Evolution Chamber. It's not difficult. You would contaminate, you come in from this direction, drop contaminate, and you back away. That would slow things down, but he has to get an Overseer up first, and so far he doesn't have that. Snute is massively ahead on an attack up on army supply though, and maybe we just see Snute committing off of the set of units that we already see for him, and just as +1 finishes, he'll go across the map, not start +2 at all, and just try and strike while he has the advantage of being even on upgrades, but in a much larger position in terms of army. You can see that is maybe going to be the plan, because he's not droning up like Zanster is right now. Zanster up to 3 base saturation almost on minerals, whereas Snute, 46 drones, the third hatchery, is barely minding at all. He wants to push across, he wants to attack, and it's going to be very soon. His +1 going to be finishing in just a moment or two. It's just going to be seeing these units coming over. He has a little bit of an attack timing here where he's going to be able to strike while the upgrades are even. And it's going to be one of the important things Snute to go for. He's going to invest in a +2 rather than further reinforcements. And here we go. Snute obviously has to attack kind of into the defensive position of his opponent here. Corrosive Bars haven't come down yet. They'll come down on the Spine Crawler. It will now drop, but it feels as though Zanster, obviously being able to get in that concave initially, is definitely going to be in a decent position to try and defend. But again, Snute is just so many units ahead right now and pushing on through. Remember, this is the difference between making it to the round of 16 or being knocked out of this tournament on day number 1. It looks as though there's just going to be enough here for Snute pushing through. Roaches are dropping. And we've seen a few of these roaches continue to get picked away at, and just going to be seeing the Seaver Chamber as well going to be in a little bit of trouble perhaps. And you see the roaches continue to get taken down. There's going to be a Queen going to be taken down as well, potentially. Queen gets dropped and Overlord goes down too. And again, Ravages and Roaches pushing on forwards. Just clean up a little bit more. So these Roaches continue to drop on down here. I mean, Snute just rallying across the map at this point. +2 missiles will not save you now, because you're just too far behind when it comes to the number of units. The single upgrade is not going to make that difference. Roaches getting picked off one at a time. GG good luck to Zanster. He will be the Zerg player to fall from this group. And Snute will come out in second place, fell to DNS.